What's up, guys? It's Sunshine from here on YouTube and Sunshine's Journey on Instagram. And I wanted to just talk to you about a couple topics that seem to come up a lot, either in questions that people have for me or in online groups that I'm in. I know that a lot of you can probably relate to it because they're reoccurring themes that seem to keep coming up. So as many of you know, I started at 391 pounds and I've lost over 150 pounds since then, but my weight loss journey was not start at the top, go to the bottom, life is good, everything is perfect. As many of you probably know my history, I've endured some crazy hard things in the past few years. But that being said, my weight went from 391 to 245, back up to 365, back down to 250, back up to 289, and now I am again at over 150 pounds lost since 391 pounds. So I wanted you to know that it's a thing that many of us struggle with when we gain weight back, right? You feel like everything you put into it was such a waste. You feel like a loser. How could I have let myself backslide again? How could I have fallen back into these old habits? But the bottom line is that we don't fail until we refuse to get up and keep fighting. You know, you've heard, I'm sure, there's Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, just to name two. There's so many very, very successful people that failed before they succeeded. And maybe they didn't fail in weight loss, but it's just the common theme that anything hard and worth fighting for is not going to come easy, and it might not be a straight line. So all we can do is get back up and keep fighting. And that being said, how many times, even if you didn't have a huge backslide, you know, maybe you put on 10 to 15 pounds, or maybe your weight is kind of hovering where it is, but you just can't get back into that mindset that you were in when you were kicking ass and doing really, really well. That is the time that you really need to dig deep and push yourself, because that is where you are going to start to see your reward. And even if it's just baby steps, those teeny tiny little baby steps are going to be what gets you to your big goal. And, you know, you can't just sit there and stay where you are, because wishing that you never gained the weight back or wishing that you were motivated isn't going to get you anywhere, right? Like, you need to take it upon yourself to get up and do it. And this message kind of goes along with, you know, people say, I wish I had your motivation. You know, what makes you stay motivated? And I can show you my transformation pictures all day long. I can tell you recipes. I can tell you home workouts. I can tell you how I've struggled. But the bottom line is that I had to put in the hard work and I had to self-motivate. And even now, you know, now that I've had success at weight loss, and I still have a decent way to go, but it's not like stuff is easy for me now. And, you know, is a lot of it easier? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to skip the gym some days, or, you know, I just am like, oh, I don't want to go to the store and deal with having to get groceries. And we have to suck it up and do it, you guys, you know. And you know, all I can say is that it will absolutely be worth it. And, you know, you need to find whatever it is that's going to motivate you. Again, you can be inspired by us meaning, you know, people that have had success. But again, I'm not trying to claim I'm some expert or I'm exactly where I'm going. But, you know, you can certainly seek inspiration from us, but you need to figure out, what is it going to be that motivates you? You know, maybe you're a mom that sits on the sidelines while her kids are playing and you don't join them. Maybe you avoid, you know, going out with friends and family or going certain places. That was totally me. I used to big time avoid, you know, barbecues, parties, just different events, because I knew that I was going to be the heaviest person there. I didn't have anything to wear, meaning at my heaviest, and especially growing up, you guys, I'm going to be 40 in December, and pretty clothing for plus size people did not exist then. And it's really something that has happened in the past, I would say 5 years, where, and you know, more recently for some stores, it's really just kind of taken off, where there's actually fashionable and pretty and cool clothes that are made for us bigger girls. So, when I was bigger, I had like 3 things to choose from. I don't know if any of you can relate to like the going out outfit, like you have that one outfit that fits you and you feel comfortable enough in. And, sometimes I wouldn't want to go out because I literally had nothing to wear, nothing that fit me. I avoided going to amusement parks because this was like 20 years ago, when Batman was new at Six Flags in Gurnee. I got on the ride. I couldn't get it closed. 3 men came over and tried to get the ride closed, and they couldn't. And I had to get off the ride in front of everyone. And I didn't return for 20 years. So, I would avoid, going to, amusement parks and fairs and things like that. And that's no way to live. So, maybe that's going to motivate you because, you just want to get out and live life more. Disease, I have said this over and over. Disease does not care how good of a person you are. It doesn't care how kind your heart is. It doesn't care all of the awesome things that you do for other people. Disease will come for us if we don't take care of ourselves. Those are just a handful of the things that motivate me. Think of a mantra. Again, I've talked about this before, but I spent 4 weeks at the Biggest Loser Resort in Malibu, California, and I was close to 350 pounds when I was there, and it was very, very hard. I struggled every single day with the workouts, and I remember posting on Sunshine's Journey to 199 on Facebook, which is, that was my very first social media channel. That was where I really, came out and made my journey public. And I remember posting from Malibu after a particularly hard hike, asking for strength and asking for mottos that other people use to stay on track. And I was just looking to be inspired. And something that someone said, and I wish I remembered who said it to me because I've carried that with me for the past 5 years now. Someone said, do it for those who can't. There's always going to be someone that has it way harder than we have it. There's people that are bedridden. There's people with disease. There's people that don't have legs, that don't have, use of their legs and their limbs or, their lungs. Maybe they, they're struggling with real diseases and real problems. And it really struck a chord with me. Like, I have this healthy body, knock on wood. I have this healthy body that I'm abusing. So, how dare I, right? Like, there's people that have it so much worse than us that just wish they could get out of bed and wish that they could leave the house and go for a walk. So think about them and really let that motivate you. As you guys see, like it really touches me even to this day when I'm struggling and being a baby with wanting to go to the gym, and it's just like, get your ass up. Like, again, there's other people that wish that they had, the luxury of being able to go out and to get healthy. So I urge you guys to find whatever it is that's going to motivate you to stay on track. You need to find what that's going to be for you. And, at the end of the day, again, we have to self-motivate, and we have to get up. We have to get started, get moving. And I promise you, with even the tiniest effort every single day, just try and be better than you were yesterday, and you will see results. I hope this helps you guys. You guys, thumbs up if you like this. Please subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And please know that I do believe in you. If you have any questions, if you're looking for guidance, you can email me at pleasehelpmesunshine@gmail.com. And I love you guys. I know you can do this.